talking about is NESCO. Let's bring on board Krishna Patel, the VC and MD of the company, joining in on the show. Krishna, thank you for joining us. So of course, I'm sure, you know, with the lockdown, there is going to be a big impact of COVID on NESCO's exhibition business, which I'm assuming virtually may have come to a standstill. So if you could start by talking to us about the impact of COVID-19 and the resultant lockdown. I mean, and what can we expect in FY21? I mean, can we expect exhibition revenues to be close to zero?
So I think, yes, you're right. Out of all our divisions, BEC was the worst affected. And, you know, because of the nature of the industry and the results of COVID-19, as we all know, it is just unfortunate that such an industry would be the first to fall and the last to revive. And ever since February, we've had all our organizers call off their shows with no visibility on when they want to reschedule it, whether towards the end of the year, towards next year. So that's been unfortunate. We are hopeful that there should be some resumption, and by the end of Q3 and hopefully more in Q4 is something that we are hoping for. Cannot peg a number to that right now, but can only hope for the best.
Okay. You know, have you received or do you have any sense of any sort of phased reopening, maybe resumption of activities on the exhibition front? I mean, I'm sure that it's going to be in a much more scaled down manner. But do you see anything resuming in this fiscal, or perhaps it's going to be a little while, even if we are talking about something in a much more scaled down manner, not of course with the scale that we've seen earlier?
So unfortunately, there's been no official communication on resumption of exhibitions. However, we all know there's been a gradual relaxation of COVID norms, on norms with distancing and density. Even today, if you see weddings, get-togethers, they are limited to 50. So as and when we see those numbers go up, we should be hopeful for exhibitions. Another big industry which the MCGM is trying to revive is standalone F&B. Needless to mention, cinemas and theatre. So I think at the moment it's more of a wait and watch.
Right, but you know, do you think that things will get to normalcy? Because, you know, a lot of it is shifting to digital. It's not that people are not pitching to their clients, people are not. So, you know, some big exhibitions, some big companies that used to spend earlier a lot of money may actually stop to do that in a big way.
So, you know, this is a question that we've deliberated on a lot and have attended a lot of webinars on across the world. And the general feel is there may not be much of a shift to digital. The physical platform is yet extremely important. So I think when we resume other parts of business and other industries, when the fear factor goes down, I quite believe that the physical platform should come back up and there should be a good revival of exhibitions.
And, you know, can you just tell us, you know, globally, anywhere else have exhibitions started? Anything that you're picking up globally, you know, where you take cues from?
So certain exhibitions have started in China, in the Philippines, in parts in Malaysia, and some in Singapore. We do not know much of the US. Germany, which is actually the pioneer, has not revived as of yet, but it should be very soon.
Right. Thank you so much, sir, for taking out time for us. Always good to get perspective.